Hello everyone. The 7.33 patch is here. Uh, I wanted to do a first impression video immediately, but it was released way too fucking late for me to record. So uh, I'm gonna be doing it now with me playing already a couple of games on the patch. So there are a few things that I already know and can share. I'm just gonna go through the most important things. So the first thing being that the matchmaking system has been reworked. Right now we are not running on the ELO system that we were running on before. Right now we are running on Glyco system, which League of Legends use, what is basically working out as two hidden MMRs that belong under your account, one representing your medal and one representing your skill level. That system, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I don't really care. The important thing about it is that they forced everyone to recalibrate. So everybody lost their rank and will have to recalibrate. That's the thing. The next big thing is the new map, which we are gonna have a look at right now. Is it here? No, 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 no. Yeah, learn. Where can we have a look at that? World. Journey, demo terrain. Let's say this. Okay.
Why should I give you my name?
uh,
A trick or two to aid us.
Alright,
Prepare for
I
battle.
will try to bump up the video settings a little bit to what it usually is, but I don't know how much that will affect the
Pass
FPS.
undisturbed.
Okay, so they
A
fixed it a
deer
little bit.
path.
On the day when they released it, like in the morning, it was horrible. I hit like 80
Crossed
FPS.
my
It was insane.
mind.
Okay, so the map has been changed a lot. The most annoying thing that you will find out is, for example, this. When I was playing Earth Spirit today, this was really, really,
Not so
really fucking
fast.
stupid. Oh wait, I don't have. Uh,
Can't do
oh
that.
come on. Uh, what is the command? Holy shit, I actually don't remember. Huh, wait. I haven't been using this for so long. Oh yeah, what the fuck, obviously. I'm dumb. I really haven't been using this for a very, very long time. There we go. Okay,
I know.
I need to update the exec file. Alright, so what I've been doing
I
was
saw.
like being here and I thought, okay, I can maybe jump somewhere here, and instead I was being pushed here, and then there is like so many. I can go all the way here with my camera. I guess it's really, really weird to me. Why would they do that? But whatever, it's the same shit here you know, around the edges. It's just weird, but whatever.
My
Okay.
bow is drawn.
There is a lot of, there's I think 12 new camps added, so there is
Trails
quite a lot of
cold.
them, and there are also quite a lot of objectives. The outposts, for
My
example.
sentiments as well.
2 new Roshan pits. One is here on the Radiant side.
Agreed.
One is here on the top tier side, specifically here.
This way to
And then there
madness.
are these twin gates, which are really OP.
Silence speaks.
Really OP. Especially for position 4. I don't know if I'll put. No, I probably won't. But I had a really fun experience with it today, where position 5 disruptor was trying to mirror me through the gate. He was doing it really poorly, and I was just killing his carry, his offlane, his carry, his offlane, and he was running like a tail behind
No
me
use
and not
waiting.
being able to do anything. So that was funny.
That decides
There are a lot of new paths, like right here, which is pretty
Forward.
insane. There is this fountain with the lotuses, which are, in my opinion, one of the fucking most broken things they
good
have ever
time.
released. And a lot of people say right now that this is pretty insignificant, but it is actually super fucking significant, because when people don't give a shit about those and don't collect those, and you come to a fully stacked fountain, or like lotus pool or whatever, I'm just gonna call it fountain, then you can collect these lotuses which stack. And yesterday I had like 1 lotus which instantly restored 900 health and 900 mana. That's like a small fucking cheese. That is pretty insane to me.
way ahead
Like,
of you.
that is actually insane. And the thing is, these are fully shareable.
To a point.
So if you collect them and then you put them on a offliner, for example, or initiator later on,
They
he
cannot
can have
threaten
this
me.
like small cheese. This is pretty fucking insane, if you ask me. Also, they give vision around the area a little bit, so
Be
so
wary.
you see when an enemy hero walked up to it and tried to collect it.
Quiet.
So you need to be a little bit aware of the range of the vision. I can see that they reduced it now. It was a lot bigger, the range,
Silent
but
as mist.
that's whatever, I guess. Outposts right now don't give XP. I mean, it is within the patch, but that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted them to remove them, which is something that they essentially did. Because right now they are insignificant, except for the fact that you cannot
I hide no longer.
destroy them, but they won't give you anything besides a TP
Onward.
location, which is pretty big. The important thing is there are 4 outposts in total, 2 for each, or maybe more, but I think only 2. Yeah, it should be only 2. For Dire it's here, and for Radiant it's here and here. These and this one you can take as you were used to after killing tier 2. You can retake them and have like some sort of another entry point for a TP. These, however, which are next to the gates, you can't. It's really important, really big. And also, they do not give vision around. As you can clearly see, I don't see fucking shit. So that is pretty big. And then there are 2 more things. Fuse.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'll find
From what I know
vengeance
right now,
anywhere.
these sort of I don't know what this is called. Whatever. Some sort of like wardings, like ward spot, or I don't know how to call it really. These act, they are all over around the map, and they act as a
I'll find dark purpose.
small wards. There is quite a lot of them on the map.
That was
One
my
being
thought.
here for each of the posts. Or each of the gates, one in
Yes.
each triangle, one in each jungle. And one in each of
Very
the new creature that spawns at...
Stay out of the
Oh,
open.
when? I actually fucking don't remember. It was like 20 minutes, I think, or something like
Good
that.
enough.
So these are like passive wards that you can just stay there, you can take them over. Then the enemy can take them over, I believe, and then you can deactivate them, and then 2 minutes nobody can activate them for any vision. They provide some sort of vision. It's not big, so it's like decent enough, but it's not that big. So you just need to be aware of what you are controlling. Then the next thing which we are gonna talk about within the patch, because I don't remember, I think it is 20 minutes. It spawns a new creature which doesn't attack, it just has a really big shield and really good blade mail effect. Basically, if you wanna kill it, you need to kill it with at least 2 or 3 people
Weakness.
in order to
Idiocy.
share the damage
Defend your bottom tower.
on each side. Next thing are these new rune spots, which spawn every 7 minutes, and they spawn XP runes since Tome of Knowledge was removed. Really good. You need to keep it in mind because it is really fucking big. Like, this is really super important, especially for supports, especially for position 4 and slash or for the offliners, because these are usually the or like they are more situated on the offline. In my games for now, what I did was just focus on these a lot. Around 7 minutes, if I was dire, I left this one open, traveled through the portal, and just went here. Took this one, then either TP'd or went back and took the
Your
other one
top
as well.
tower quakes under a
Greedy
fiendish
motherfucker, I
assault.
know. Next up, that the runes
Easier than
are
shooting
newly
creeps.
not only in the
See to your
river,
top tower.
but
It
also
is under
here.
duress.
And they reworked how the runes work.
I've been here before.
Basically, they are
A
right
ranger at
now
heart.
spawning a runes in a certain order instead of pseudo random how it was before. Also, the next thing is that they are spawning here in the
Stay
river
downwind.
the new shield runes, which create barrier that contains 50% of your max health, which is pretty good. And did I miss anything? I believe not. So yeah, the map is a lot bigger, a lot open. There are 2 ancient creep camps. Yeah, and then they somewhat like
Their middle tower has
changed
been
how
crushed by your
the
forces.
jungle aura works, but from what I've seen, I don't think it's that much significant.
Violence follows.
What I wanted to check, however, what I didn't manage to check was this. Oh,
deliberate step.
okay, that is big. That is pretty
This
big,
way.
not gonna lie. I thought this was possible, but I wasn't
Be
sure.
wary.
Okay. And I'm also not very familiar with this map, so.
Very
But I
well.
guess if you do this, it's kinda okay for Radiant side. If you do this. Alright.
This way.
Oh, that's something that I will test out later in terms of ordering spots and shit. Okay, and then the patch notes in general. Wait, not like this. They changed the way how Roshan works. Right now, Roshan on Radiant is way more important than, or like killing Roshan on Radiant is way more important than killing him on Dire. Because on the Radiant side, he drops on a third kill Scepter, on a Dire side he drops Refresher. It is a lot less random, I would say. So that's better. Oh yeah, haven't talked about the Defender gates. Yes, it's like a backdoor that only the heroes from the team that the gate belongs to can go through. So Radiant can go through there, Dire can go through there, and not vice versa. But with any sort of movement ability, so for example Earth Spirit Roll, you can still go through. Balanced. Okay. Yeah, a lot of heroes were changed to a new hero attribute, which is universal. There is not much needs to know about it. They just changed how the attributes for those specific heroes work. So right now they give you damage per each stat into each of the attributes. I don't think you need to worry about it too much. It is like, I don't know, some fresh new thing, I would say. Alright. The biggest thing about this patch, in my opinion, is the BKB. So they completely changed how BKB works, and it is pretty fucking insane. And my first impression about it is that I don't think that BKB is actually that needed anymore. I would say that the BKB is like, it is still okay and it can still be bought in some cases, but it's not like every carry should buy it at this point. I know it's really weird for me to say that, but I think, I really, really think that the BKB right now is not that good. So essentially what happened was, BKB previously provided you with 100% debuff or status resistance or debuff resistance, let's say. I don't really know specifically, but what it meant was that once there was a stun on you, it automatically dispelled it, unless it was a spell that requires strong dispel to in order to cancel it. So for example, Fiend's Grip went through BKB, as everybody knows. But Lion Stun or Shuriken Stun, for example, didn't, obviously. This is really stupid what I'm saying. But whatever, you get the point. So right now, what basically is happening is that they completely restructured how the magic and spell immunity works. With Juggernaut, for example, with Lifestealer that has Rage, Juggernaut has Blade Fury, BKB in general.
The strength of fallen
So let's demonstrate that on Earthshaker. That is one of the best examples which we can make. So we're gonna give him Shard. And I'm just gonna spin with my level 1 spin. Okay. And I'm Earthshaker. Oh, I missed. Well, no, I didn't.
One plan slam.
So basically what is happening right now is that all the abilities get applied. We can even have a look at it with Venomancer. That is also a very good example.
Vile advance.
Where we can test it out with
Very well.
the Gale. So if we use Gale and then we use Blade Fury, the effect disappears. I'm actually gonna die. Okay, nice. Good. However, if we are gonna use Blade Fury first, and then we use Gale, the effect is gonna stay on us, and it is gonna get applied as soon as we end with our quote-unquote magic immunity. So that's pretty fucking big.
To battle.
Really, really fucking big. The important thing to note here also is that if the damage that ignores the BKB or goes through BKB, that one can be applied immediately during the status. So for example, I'm pretty sure this should still deal damage, right? Oh, it does not. Okay. And what is the poison of is the shard or the axe? I don't remember. Oh yeah, the axe. I don't remember what that was. Whatever. If there would be a spell that deals damage through BKB, there or like through magic immune stuff, it still goes through on a reduced amount by a certain margin. For Juggernaut, I believe they changed it to 80%, BKB is 50%, so it is gonna get reduced, but it is gonna be dealing damage, while at the end of the effect, for example, of the Blade Fury, it starts doing the full damage and the effect. So for example, slow, for example, stun from Earthshaker. Like this is really, really fucking broken. Which makes me believe in one thing, and that is that the status resistance is gonna be really, 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 really good. So stuff like Sanjan Yasha is gonna be really, really good.
We have no mana.
Because simply the effects are gonna be a lot shorter. They also nerfed a lot of or basically every single stun ability that there is within the patch. So the status resistance will be really, really good item or like effect in my opinion in this patch. Which, for example, or like these sort of things are indirect buffs to a lot of heroes. So, for example, Spirit Breaker, in my opinion, is gonna be really, really good right now. Just because of the Bulldoze, I think that is gonna be really, really. I'm not saying broken. Like that spell overall is really broken, but I think Spirit Breaker is gonna be really, really good. Especially because his shard got also really, really buffed. Like super, super fucking buffed. And I think it might be worth playing this hero at some point, because with this hero you will not need the PKP. I think you just go more status resistance, and then if possible you can go with cooldown reduction. So, you know, the duration will be 8 seconds, and, you know, the cooldown would be, like, for example, I think you can get up to, like, 10 or 11 seconds, something, 11.25, 11.5. So, that would be really good, because then you have very small downtime on this. Could be really, really valuable, I think. So, that is one of the things. The BKB change, which it is interesting to say the least. We'll see how it's gonna look. I've played with like the games I played today had few BKB building people. I mean, it is still good, but it's not, you know, that good as it used to be. Moving on. Neutral items are reworked to a really nice version. I really like that. The only thing I do not like, and I do not know actually, which I need to test, uh, but essentially what's happening is that neutral items are not dropping anymore. Uh, Instead, you get a token that's dropped. You get 5 for each team, and the only thing that I don't know that I haven't tested is if there is a shard, you get 2. Can you use both? That is the question, you know, because what's happening is that when you use one, you get discovered 5 different neutral items, and you can choose one for yourself, and only for yourself. Nobody else can use it. But if you choose to use the token one more time, you get discovered the same items that you had before. So they are per player restricted. I do not know if people can, like, let's say, open all the fucking tokens and then grief you like that, and you will not be able to get a tier neutral item. But for now, I haven't seen anything like that. Everybody is just sharing the tokens. Use one for yourself and then share the rest of them to the stash. I like that. I really like that this a lot. This is really good. I really like that. Uh, it is really fucking good. Like you, for example, if you are lucky, you can end up with like 3 Philosopher Stones on your heroes, or even like 4. Like both supports would have one, and for example, your Tinkermid could have one. Like it is really good. Uh, Neutral camps, rework, blah blah blah. Heroes reworked. We're gonna get to that later. Items, new items. The blood grenade I found really interesting. I used it as a starting items in all of my games that I did. In my opinion, really good. The diadem, this blah blah blah. We're gonna talk about it a bit later. Harpoon, disperser. I really like the Pavis. I really like a lot. And there is a new thing that they introduced into the game, which are the sort of shields or like barriers. So there are physical barriers, there are magical barriers, shit like that. So a lot of things like that. New neutral items, obviously, one of the most interesting for me, at least, is the escape. Like automatically dodge an attack from an enemy hero. That is bonkers to me. The Martyr's Blade, a really interesting item as well. That redirects 20% of all damage dealt to your allied heroes to you. So works very similarly to Spirit Breaker's Shard. Yeah, the new matchmaking, we've talked about that. Immortals get their own new matchmaking system. Definitely is not gonna be abused. New bars, so new UI. I really don't like this personally. I think it's a really, I mean, it is needed, but I really don't like it because, for example, the way how they changed it. When I played today, I could not, for the life of me, kill Juggernaut Ward because it's literally unclickable. Yeah, health bars on new units, health cost also displayed on things. Okay. So map, we've talked about it. Roshan, we've talked about it. Yeah, Tormentors are the minimums spawn at 20 minutes. Yes, they give shards to a player with the lowest net worth, which is really good because this means supports are getting some love, at least a little bit, if you don't have the shard already. And otherwise, if everybody has shard, it gives 280 gold and 280 experience to each hero, which is really good. It's like killing a small Roshan. It's pretty good. The most important thing, you don't even have to be in an area. It is global. Yeah, and that is like 70% of the damage is fully shared. So that's why you need multiple heroes to destroy it. If you're gonna go by yourself, you're gonna die. Yeah, the power runes changed. Outposts no longer grant experience. This is, I've been screaming about this for ever since the outposts got introduced and have been here in the game for a fucking year now. This was really fucking stupid. Please remove them, and they sorted it. So that's really good. Like right now they are just, you know, a structure that you can TP to, which is what was supposed to be. Yeah, the words, the weird words are called Watchers. The Lotus Pool, blah blah blah. Yeah, and 3 are combined to 402 great healing are combined into greater healing, which is 900 mana, and then that's maximum. So 900 health and mana instantly restored is maximum. It has cooldown, what, 7 seconds? 5 seconds.
Buckles under the seething assault of your enemies.
So yeah, new neutral camps, blah 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 blah.
Your middle tower is under attack.
These are the introduction to the universal heroes, the debuff immunity with examples which we've talked about. Creep gold bounty changed. Yeah, special health bars, blah blah. Next up, this is more for Dominator Chan players, I suppose. The creeps got their level abilities,
Are all enemies buried?
which
What idle
upgrade
madness
at,
bewitches you
at
to
15 and at
also?
30 minutes, and Chen can give them the last level. Or like always the level above. So they got their abilities either rescaled or restructured in some way, buffed, blah 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 blah. If anybody's interested, you can go check it out. There are a few interesting things, but otherwise not much. I would say, except for a few what I've checked, I don't remember which ones specifically. Yeah, I think this Heal Priest, I think was pretty good change, for example, but those are, you know, like the small insignificant ones, not much
The enemy
things.
swarms your middle
Uh,
tower.
The HP percentage one is really good, the bigger golem, and also the cooldown reduction is increased to 14%, which is pretty big on the frostbitten golem. Okay, the blood grenade, yeah, we talked about it. It requires health, I think. Maybe not, but I think it should require. It should. Yeah, health costs 75. So you pay 75 health, and then you use it on an area. 50 damage on impact, slow by 15%, take 15 damage per second, duration 5. Really good when you wanna go for first blood or something like that. Extra slow, it's pretty good. Yeah, diadem, not much to be said here. Really bad in terms of its cost, but is being built into other items. So, for example, crown, 450 gold gives you +4 stats. You know, so. Cornucopia, I mean, this is a new perseverance, basically. This is the Pavis. Alright, I don't know what it should be called. I'm gonna call it Pavis. Really good. It works some sort of way like Solar Crest, for example, except Solar Crest, you know, gives you armor. This gives you straight up a shield. I've tested this. Really good. Really easy build up. Decent amount of stats. from it, like health, mana regen, armor, exactly what you want. A really good item, but only if you are playing against physical damage. Disperser, old Diffusal Blade is back, really good. Right now, if you have Diffusal, you can turn it into this, so it's no longer a useless item in late game. Really good in my opinion. If you use it on an ally, it gives them a move speed buff, really good. Harpoon, mini hook, everybody is a push now, quote unquote. Low skill push, obviously.
Your middle tower will soon be forgotten if you delay any longer.
This shit gives you damage bonus on next spell, I believe.
Your middle tower is being
Yeah, and
mobbed.
power spell, the next single target spell you cast on an enemy deals a separate bonus damage and slows them.
Your
Storm,
middle tower,
probably, you
it may
know,
be under
mana,
siege.
health,
I'm busy with my
attributes.
studies.
Looks like a storm item to me, for example. Mangos got nerfed.
Your
You have
middle
only
tower
4.
has been razed to the ground.
Okay, fuck off. I really don't like this. You have only 4 in stock right now. Clarity, same shit. Healing Salve, same shit. You have only 8 in stock right now on Tango, so you need to be more wise about what is gonna be your starting build. Tome of Knowledge removed from the game. In my opinion, it is kind of sad, but I understand it. Really, really good. They completely nerfed the early game of everything in terms of levels. Right now, we are getting back to quote unquote the prehistoric Dota, which was the Dota that I liked a lot. Depending on levels, depending on your skill, how to play the game without levels as a support, I really, really like that. Dust of Appearance changed a little bit. More nerf, I would say. Sentry is nerf. Smoke also. Quality of life change. Not anymore. You're gonna see 2 smokes being used at the same time. It's really really good. They buffed the rings in general. Cloak got nerfed super hard. Hood of Defiance. Or like maybe baby buffed, you know, 5% for 300 gold. I think I would take that, but still, it's a lot. Um, it's not as cheap as it used to be. Let's say. Hood removed from the game. All right, sure. And why I cannot move now? Perfect. I can. Shroud got restructured. Pipe, same thing. Basher nerfed because it is a stun, so every single stun got nerfed. Ether Lens. Recipe got nerfed again, more gold. Blink got restructured a little bit. Arcane Blink totally useless now, except that you have cooldown on Blink only 7 seconds, so it might be pretty good. Otherwise, Overwhelming Blink and Swift Blink didn't really got changed. There is just the 3-second setting a little bit different. Blade Free, blah blah blah, BKB, blah blah blah. We talked about it. Otherwise, not much things. Gleipnir still remained the same fucking broken shit that it used to be. A Holy Locket is pretty good now, I think. Because of the diadem, it can be a lot better. Or like, it is worse arguably because you cannot build it from the arcane boots now, so you don't have like the casual build up, but overall it is better because you are not getting +3 but +10 stats, so you pay more for something that's a bit better. I like that. Lincoln changed, restructured. The move speed bonuses got increased, blah 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 blah. Medallion and Solar Crest got nerfed, I think, from what I can see. Meteor Hammer got nerfed to the ground. Octarine Core got buffed a little bit. Blah blah blah. Refresher got nerfed super fucking much. Now you pay 2,600 for a recipe. That's like fucking insane. Urn and Spirit Vessel got buffed. Right now, if you die and you have 0 charges, you get charge for your own body, which is, I think, pretty good. I like that a lot. Wraith Pact removed from the game. In my opinion, I think that's a little bit shame. I think they balanced out the item to an extent where it was actually pretty decent. I decided to remove it. Whatever. Uh, New neutral items, some cycle out, some cycle in, blah 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 blah. Also, what I forgot to mention, but what I think is gonna be really good is gonna be strong dispels. So like Oracle ult, Abaddon, shield, shit like that. I think is gonna be really really good. I actually don't remember if the press the attack on Legion is still strong dispel, but I don't think they changed that. So I believe it still is. Strong dispels, in my opinion, are gonna be really really important and good. Abaddon, not much changed. Alchemist changed a lot. He has new passive ability that works a similar way to Frenzy on Lifestealer, a little bit. And Grievous Greed got moved to innate ability. I did not understand what this means, and my friend explained it to me. This means that it is a passive ability in the background of the hero. So it's still there, but you cannot see it, you cannot level it up, but you can still give it talent. It's bonkers to me, absolutely fucking bonkers, whatever. AA, the Aghanim's Shard got buff, I believe. This is really, really good for the Ice Blast. Anti-Mage, I mean, some few things. Arc Warden got fucking, I don't know, like, this is weird. So basically, Arc Warden players right now could probably explain you what's happening quickly. You have two versions of your hero. One is Dire, one is Radiant. Whenever you play on Dire, your main hero is Dire and your clone is Radiant. If you play on Radiant, your main hero is Radiant or your clone is Dire, I think. It is. It is. I don't even know if I remember that. And each of the clones, or like your and your clone, and each of the versions have different effects on your abilities. You know, like some have higher move speed slow, some have higher damage, some have this, some have this. If you wanna check it out, check it out. I can't be bothered. I'm not playing Arc Warden, and I'm really glad that I'm probably not gonna have to. I hope. I mean, I can play Arc Warden, but this is I would have to study this for really really long. Axe is no longer pseudo random, so you cannot spin like fucking crazy as bitch. Uh, Shard right now is also worse, I think. The previous Shard was a lot better. Take it as whatever. I think that's good change overall. Bane, I think the Enfeeble is really bad now. Because it costs 120 mana for essentially doing like 30 damage per second, which is pure. What it was like 9 seconds, so it's 270 pure damage for 120 mana. That's really really bad. It doesn't reduce heal anymore, and it only reduces like damage reduction from the hero. I don't even think this is a value point anymore. Maybe it is, but I don't know. On the first glance, it sounds really really bad right now. Uh, Batrider, I don't remember there was something that was really significant. Yeah, the Firefly was a bit significant, I think. I wasn't really looking at too deep at the patch like right now. It's more of a like whatever. Beastmaster also the ability got reworked. It is now a passive ability, so you don't even require the axe, I think. The thing is, I don't know what the axe now does then. Oh yeah, it is still from the axe. Okay, so you have to build the axe in order to get that passive ability. It is, I think, a lot worse, right? Or they restructured it somehow a little bit, right? Bloodseeker, I don't know how to what to think about it. Like overheal, which means if you heal, it gets turned into a barrier. I mean, sure, why not? Bounty, old version. Let me just wait a second. All right. Okay. So it is an old version. Right now you do stun on a hit from Shadow Walk. I think that's really really good. Brewmaster got changed also a little bit. Not gonna go through this. Basically, the Void Stance is right now immediately, and the Shard got moved to Primal Split. If you want, you can check it out. A lot of the damage rescales and stuff like that. I don't think it's that much significant here. Bristleback, there is a thing that I like though, is a very small thing, but when you act or your passive activates, it gives you Warpath stack, which is pretty good. Brute Mother got nerfed a little bit, but nothing too significant to be honest. Centaur also nerfed a little bit or rescaled, nothing too significant. CK, nothing too significant. Chen got some nice things. When you persuade a creep, you get the bounty from it. That's pretty big. And the shard also gives the level upgrade on the abilities of the neutrals, which we've mentioned. Clinks got nerfed to the fucking ground. They tried to rework him. When I was reading this, I was like, Strafe, oh, Strafe is back. Okay. Tar Bomb, I don't know what that does. Sounds okay-ish. Death Pact is now basic ability. I was like, alright, so it's pretty nerfed. Good. Skeleton Walk now an ultimate ability. Once I read this sentence, I was like, okay, this guy's fucked. And it's true. He dropped to a 40% win rate. I've played against it today. It was total garbage. Not even worth checking these things out. Just remember, Klinks is absolute fucking garbage right now. Maybe he's gonna get moved to a support because the Tar Bomb was really really good, actually. But like as a support, what else do you like bring here? Since like this is your fucking ability, like ultimate, it's pretty bad. Clockwork. There has been a thing that I really miss. Oh yeah, the Powercock's leash. That was sad. However, if you catch someone in Powercocks from your teammate, they get a magic barrier, which is pretty good. And you know, a little bit nerf on the knockback, but that's because of, you know, like stunts and shit. Also, the rocket flare move speed slow. I really like that. It is very very small, but still it's there. I like that. CM, not much. Dark Seer also not much. Dark Willow, same shit, also not much. Dawnbreaker, same shit, also not much. Dazzle, good juju was removed. The only thing that remained was bad juju. Honestly, the axe update and blah blah blah. You can check it out. What I've seen, it sounds pretty insane. Are you gonna play Cordazzle? I don't think so. So not that significant. DP also. The only thing that I really like is the exorcism. Right now, the spirits have to go back to the dead prophet and then go back again to deal damage. I like that. Um, Disruptor Shard, I think is pretty good. Definitely better than what it was before. Otherwise, not that significant. Doom, same shit, not that significant. DK, kinda same shit, not that significant. Draw, nerfed a little bit, I think, or buffed. Yeah, it sounds buffed. But the Glacier is the interesting thing. Any unit can use this. So if you use it incorrectly and enemy is gonna take it over, you are gonna look like an idiot. Uh, and now someone is fucking driving a motorcycle here. Like, what the fuck is going on? Earth Spirit, I think that's one of the most important changes in this entire patch, and one of the best changes to a hero they've did. They removed the shard, and I was like, oh fuck, dude. Like, this is really bad. Like, the shard was really good. And then I read now gains 1 extra stone event charge every 5th hero level up to 13 max. Thank you. Like, this is infinite scaling. This is really, 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 really good. You have no idea how significant this actually is. It's really, really good. Deals extra damage to creeps, whatever. Stun duration nerfed. Yes, we knew that. Shard can now target allies. Works really, really nicely against almost anything except perma lockdown spells like Chronosphere, Black Hole. I believe on Dual it works. Let me think about another example. I don't know if Lasso. Maybe Lasso it works as well. Not sure. The Axe got restructured a little bit, and some talents got changed. Level 10 talent right now, you definitely take the rounding border distance unless you are core. Shaker, you know, nerfed on the stuns. Same with ET. Flame Guard is now source of magic barrier and additively stacks, or additively stacks with another magic barriers. Enchantress is back. My beloved Enchantress is back. I really, really like this. With the shard, besides the fact that you get the ability friends or whatever, uh, you can control up to 2 more units, or like 1 more unit, so in total of 2 units. This is really, really big. You have no idea how big this is, because this may put the shard back into the game. And with how much farm on the map there actually is, this is, I think personally, way more significant than anything, or than you might think or it might seem. I think this is really, really, really good. Okay. Enigma, yeah, restructured a little bit. Faces Void, same shit. Grimstroke, the Dark Portrait, is now even more bonkers than it was before. Gyro restructured also a little bit. Squirrel restructured a little bit. Huskar, right now you can stun the Huskar during the life break animation, thanks to the debuff immunity changing. Very big. Invoker Shard, I hate this. I absolutely do not understand why they are buffing the Quasvex Invoker while the Quasexort Invoker needs buff for God knows how fucking long, because it wasn't in the game for God knows how fucking long. It's not gonna reflect your pups that much, but the pro scene, I mean. However, the MP Shard is really, really good. IO also not much except for carry IO players. You can activate the ability to instantly bump the spirits off. Then it has cooldown. Jakiros, also some restructuring things. Juggernaut, same shit, mainly on the magic resist stuff. Keeper of the Light change. Binding Light is now basic ability. Solar Bind is when you have the spirit form and the spells get restructured a little bit. Kunkka, same stuff, restructured. Legion, also one of the most interesting changes. Overwhelming odds are now automatically, or like are on a cast point where you don't have to target it. It automatically goes around the center of your hero. And also, which is really important, quality of life, and Legion players will benefit from. Once you start a duel, the overwhelming odds are automatically cast if they are not on cooldown. Really big. Not all the players understand that. Press the attack, on the other hand, super fucking shit right now. Unless it is the strong dispel, but yeah. Then some restructures. Leshrac, same shit, restructures. Lage also restructures. I don't understand why they gave like 2 times longer duration on creeps. I think because of the farming damage. Well, sure. Restructuring. With the fact that the projectile speed is really fast right now on Earthspike. Lone Druid restructuring. Luna again restructuring with one more important thing. Basically, Shard and Axe switched. With the fact that the Horntos, which is now Axe, is the old Horntos. It stuns now instead of slowing. Marcy got some nice nerfs / buffs and restructures, mainly on the rebound. The minimum jump distance right now is 150. This is really, you have no idea how bad this actually is. But with the shard, you can now jump off enemies as you could have before. Otherwise, restructures. Smart, same shit restructures. Medusa, one of the most, I think, talked about changes in this patch is going to be this. Base strength 0, strength gain 0. This hero has 120 HP. At level 25 she has 120 HP. If you are not gonna build strength items and you are playing against Axe on level 25, this bitch is gonna chop you every single time, and you just die. You're just dead. Meepo, I was hoping that they would buff him somehow. Ooh, the Mega Meepo looks pretty good, sounds pretty good. If it's gonna be good, I don't know. Are you gonna build Scepter just because of this? Probably no. Mirana restructures with the fact that Leap does not break. Moonlight Shadow with the shard. Good thing. Restructures. Muerta. This is pretty broken. Like really broken. Unless they do something about it, let me show you. I think they will, because this is pretty broken.
It's what an option.
Okay, so I think it would be better to test it if Muerta would be on the enemy side so we can see the effect, right? Yes, so let me just go to Enigma, let's say,
Dang.
and we're gonna test out
No
the
power
Enigma.
enemy.
Okay, and we put enemy Muerta. Okay, we are max. And let's say we have few allies with us, right? Let's say 3, both of them. We're gonna get 2 hearts, perfect. Muerta is gonna get her axe. Level max, blah blah blah. So we're gonna do this, and the spell is on cooldown. Like, if the Medusa is not gonna be the most talked about thing the Muerta is. And it is added in Captain's mode. This is so broken and unbalanced, it's insane. Actually insane. Like, you have no idea how broken this actually is. Like, yes, the range is insane, but like, this is insane. Like, this is absolutely beyond me. Like, this was supposed to be the Puppet Master's abilities, so they
You don't
kind of
come for them.
did
They
this,
come
but
for you.
yeah. You can do this on Ravage, you can do this on Black Hole, Chrono. I mean, this is insane. Whatever. I think, personally, this is gonna be a really, really good hero to play on a support position for, I think. Naga, summary structures. Although the Ensnare can now be cast during Song, even without Axe, which is pretty big. Summary structures, 3 and still the same shit and still worth the same amount of gold, still fucking broken. Necro, I was fortunate to actually see what this looks like. Initially, I thought this is really bad. Now, I actually think this is really good. You can dodge a lot of things. Basically, you turn into Illusory Orb from Pack with obviously like much lower cast range and shit like that, and you can dodge a lot of spells. It is pretty good, actually. Night Stalker reworked a little bit. I think now it's better. Nyx Assassin got changed. He got removed the I don't know what it was called actually. Mana Burn. Yeah. The Mind Flare a lot better, deals a lot more damage. In my opinion, this can put Nyx into more of a mid role, but that is, you know, a long shot. Ogre Magi, one of the most stupidest things they could have ever done. But whatever. Took me way too much longer time than it should have to actually realize what this actually means. If you are as dumb as I am, which I assume you're not, but still, the hero starts with certain mana pool and with 0 intelligence. If you buy strength stats, you gain mana. And now I wanna test actually what's gonna happen if I'm gonna buy intelligence item that I actually do not know. Come on. So what's gonna happen if I'm gonna buy 4-star? Nothing. Holy shit, okay. Int items are really bad for you. Holy shit, this is so stupid. Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, always has 0 intelligence. So if you want mana, you need to buy strength items. This is fucking stupid. Omni-Knight Hammer now works as lifesteal. Oracle, really good. Really good. The axe was already pretty good. Now they moved it to Shard. And the axe, right now, grants the invisibility and gives you basic attack speed improvement and spell amp. And Fate's Edict only disarms enemies. This is really important. And a very good change also. Which means now you can spam Fate's Edict on your teammates without actually disarming them. You have no idea how big this change actually is. This is really good. And the shard is really good. It was already good before. When I had gold and I had the spare gold, you know, I always tried to buy the axe. It was really good. Don't underestimate this. This is a really good ability. They nerfed it, yes, they had to, but it is really good. Really good. If you are any Oracle players there, consider this. I can tell you, really good. from personal experience. OD Axe now gives you second life, basically. When your health drops on 20%, it triggers Strong Dispel and consumes your mana for a barrier that gives you more survivability. Pangolier Restructures, nothing too significant. Phantom Lancer actually uses a lens now. It's been a big meme here. Otherwise, Restructures. They switched up the shard and the axe. I really like that. Fuck your fucking shard building idiots. I hope they are not gonna be buying axe now on every fucking PL hero. Phoenix Restructured, Primal Beast Restructured, although the turn rate on this or cast point reduced to 0 seconds is really insane. Really good on the onslaught actually. Puck has a very good axe right now. You don't even have to be around and it's gonna automatically every 0.6 seconds attack and use your attack modifiers as well. So stuff like I actually don't know if attack modifier. I think it does because like Desolator should work with this, but Daedalus works and stuff. It uses your attack on enemies that are hit by Dream Coil, same as previously, but as it was a talent, but now you don't have to be around. It is from the Dream Coil center. Patch, you can hear Hook from Fog of War, otherwise he restructures. Pagna, nothing too significant except the Gripify now gives you a heal amp if you are life training or healing your teammates, sure. Aghanim Scepter update, I mean, at this point they kind of I think ran out of ideas a little bit. Ricky Sleeping Down removed. I think a lot of people are gonna be happy about that. Shard, we'll see how good this actually is. Could be good, I think. Rubik restructuring. Sand King, really nice axe. With the Sandstorm kinda works like CM ulti but with stun. Really good right now. Shadow Demon, some restructures, they removed one charge from the cleanse. I don't like that personally. I think that's a bit unfortunate. Shadow Fiend, also some restructures thing. Not much significant except for the presence of the Dark Lord armor restructure thing. That one is really good. Shadow Shaman restructures as well. Skywrath restructures. Slardar restructures. Slark also restructures. Snapfire also restructures. Sniper also restructures. This, in my opinion, looks like Phosphor Sniper is out of the game. Spectre can now activate it as a Blade Mail. Spirit Breaker, this is what I wanted to talk about. Self magic resistance increased to 75% with the shard. I really do think position 4 Bara is gonna be really good. I definitely will try that. Storm, same stuff, restructuring, except Greater Cleave now gives you strength bonus, which is really good, I think. Techies, nerf and buff to some extent. Aghanim Scepter is now really good for high ground defenses. Blast Off, really bad. But the Sticking Bomb is still the same, so I guess that's kinda okay. TA, this is really big. Psionic Trap can get denied for a full Psyblade damage. Pretty big when defending, for example. TB, some restructures. Tidehunter, some restructures. Timbersaw. The Aghanim's Scepter looks great. Personally haven't tested out, but looks pretty good. Removed second chakram, obviously. Tinker, everybody was expecting nerf. Well, guess what? moving on. Tiny, also some restructuring things. Tree grab, again, bonus damage removed, but the talent still gives you the damage. Still think it is good position for, we will see, I'll test it out, restructuring on talents. Troll everybody was expecting, and I'm more curious when people will finally realize it. I think it looks like everybody just stopped reading the patch notes at some point. But the troll, yeah, you can use items, otherwise it's still the same. Like this is, I don't know, a meme, I guess. Task some restructuring thing, restructuring, undying Aghanim Scepter Totem can now, you can now save people. I think that's really good. Venge, some restructuring things. Venomancer got changed. Oh yeah, Poison Nova is now Aghanim Scepter. Upon death of Venomancer or an enemy hero infected by Venomous Gale, you release Poison Nova, which is non-lethal. And new ultimate ability infects an enemy deadly plague. Blah blah blah. Additional damage. I think I've read this and it is better Poison Nova, but a single target. I believe. Overall, Venomancer looks pretty good, by the way. Yeah. Restructure, just small restructures, very small restructure. Upheaval, Aghanim Shard looks very good. Not sure how it's actually gonna be good. The previous shard was very good. This seems kind of underwhelming because it's damage, but I've seen Dubu on stream. You were farming really, really fast with those imps. Restructure, restructure. I really liked this sentence. Improved projectile consistency. Okay, so that means what? That we are gonna see more insane shackles or less insane shackles? I'm a bit confused. Wyvern restructure, the restructure, except with reincarnation, can now be cast to kill yourself. I don't know why would you wanna do that. Because I believe it's you still cannot cast it with being stunned, so it makes no sense. And right-click Zeus, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm gonna say to Zeus. Like Arc Lightning, you get to level 20, like level 20 with the current health as damage increase. So you get to 10% at level 20. You build right-click items. I think right-click Zeus looks really, really good. And then some miscellaneous things. Okay, so I think that would be my take on the patch. I don't know if I missed anything. I went through everything pretty briefly. I think it's still gonna be like an hour, yeah. But those are the most important changes, I think, and we will see how it's gonna play out throughout this patch. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.